Okay, looks like we might be live, hopefully. Well, good morning. It is Stephanie Evelo here with the Evelo team at Keller Realty, and we're excited today because we have a special guest with us this morning that we want to share. And today, kicking off, since we know we're going to be inside for the next few weeks again, today we want to share how to stay healthy while quarantined. So I've got a special guest of ours, Cole Heberling, who is not only an awesome agent, realtor on our team, but he also does something else that we want him to share about and share with you how that might help you over these next few weeks quarantine. So Cole, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background?
Yeah, so I'm Cole Heberling. I've been with the Evelo team for about 7 months now. And kind of my background a little bit, I was a former collegiate athlete, and kind of through that fell in love with health and fitness and just like strength training and conditioning. So I've served a few different roles with that kind of in mind over the past couple of years. And now currently I'm a coach and personal trainer with Three Kings Athletics on the side as well.
Well, we appreciate you sharing with us today how we all can do better while we are at home, right?
Yeah.
So let's get started. So Cole, just tell us what does your routine look like, or what are some things that you can share with us?
So first of all, I don't want anybody to hear this and think like, oh, I have to be this extreme, because this is definitely something where, especially in times that are a little bit different, I kind of fall on health and fitness as kind of my escape. So it's a little bit more now than it was in the past. But the thing I still try to do every day is wake up around 7, just to kind of get up and get moving. And then at 7, I get my first workout in of just like 20, 30 minutes of something light, usually some cardio or just some accessory works, just some light movements just to kind of get myself up and moving. But that's just something for me to incentivize getting out of the bed in the morning. And then usually after that, I'll have like a big breakfast, which I'll talk about why I eat a really big breakfast early in the morning. But have a big breakfast, and then by 8 o'clock, I've already done something that I really enjoy doing, that I love doing. I feel healthy. I feel energized and kind of ready for the day, kind of when it comes to that. So after kind of all that happens, I get some work done. So whether that's making calls or so setting up some appointments virtually, whatever that may be, I'm always looking for opportunities to kind of get up and move throughout the day as well. So whether that's like, if it's, especially with some of the awesome weather we've had, taking my dogs out for a walk, or just like getting outside for a few minutes every day, that's what I'm trying to do. It's not the best thing sitting in front of a computer all day, especially when we're not allowed to leave the house much. So looking for those ways to get up and move is kind of my incentive to keep going throughout the day and kind of have those skills as well.
Yeah. So what I hear from what you've shared so far is just setting a routine, right? So having some type of daily routine. And I think right now everyone's needing some type of motivation, some type of incentive to get up and get going of a morning, right? Yeah. I know that there's a lot that are struggling with even just getting out of bed, right? Mm-hmm. Right now. So just getting up, setting your alarm, getting up, getting yourself set into some type of morning routine. So, okay, awesome. Yeah. So what are some activities or exercises that people can perform at home if they don't have an in-home gym or something? I see it looks like you have a very elaborate gym behind you.
Yes, fortunately I've got a pretty full gym back here, but I do want to just kind of go through some movements that are showing up a lot. Obviously the fitness community has kind of come together because this is people's escape right now. They don't really have much else that we can go out and do. So this is something you can do at home that kind of gives you an escape from that, normalcy that you're kind of used to. So I am going to get up and move around a little bit and just kind of demonstrate some movements. And then the other thing I'd like to do later with you guys is share some of my favorite apps that I've been using, some resources that are putting out some really good material, as well as the Three Kings Athletic page. We're putting out daily workout videos. Sometimes it's yoga, sometimes it's stretching. There's kind of something for everybody there. So I'll definitely share that.
That's awesome.
As well. But the big thing is, I think just however you want to move, like however you can get moving is the biggest thing. So if you really don't like to like do a bunch of cardio, then don't do that. Do some body weight movements. Or if you really enjoy running, then maybe brave the cold a little bit on some of these chillier days and hope for some warmer weather and just get out there and take the dogs on a walk, whatever that may look like. The biggest thing is, though, don't underestimate the power of body weight movements, because they can still get you a really good workout. So I am going to get up and move around a little bit. Let me know if you can't hear me here. But just a few things that you have around the house. You've got a chair you can make use of. If your kids are no longer using their backpacks because they're not in school, grab a backpack. That's an easier way to load up with some weights. You can put books in here, you can put whatever, and all of a sudden the body weight movement just got a little bit harder. So things that I really enjoy doing are back squat or just air squats. You can do lunges. You can do push-ups. Back up a little bit. You can do push-ups. You can do sit-ups. All these things, and then challenge yourself a little bit there. So if the squats are getting a little bit too light, then throw that weight on the back and do squats that way. Or you can hold it in the front. It's a little bit different load. You can do squats that way as well. Grab that chair and do some step-ups if you want to. So that's an easy way just to get moving of a way you wouldn't normally do. Let's see. We've got burpees, you've got push-ups, you've got holding a plank. So there's a lot of core things you guys can be doing. Again, I'll share some of my favorite movements and some of the apps that I use to kind of hold all of these workouts there. But just keep moving. Whether it's 20 minutes, pick a few exercises and just continue to cycle through.
Okay, awesome. So, so these are all simple things that all of us can do at home, whether we have a beautiful gym like yours in the back or just a chair. I think hopefully everybody's got a chair, right? That they can step up.
Definitely.
Or if you have stairs, obviously in your home, you could do stairs, right? Up and down stairs. So what about eating healthy? Any thoughts or suggestions on what we might be able to do for eating healthier right now while we're at home? Because I don't know about anybody else, but I know from boredom, right? I think eating more than normal.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's kind of the trap that we all fall into for sure. And it's easy to, because we're home constantly, and it's kind of mindless at this point. The biggest thing I would say for me is when I fail to plan, I plan to fail. So Victoria and I, my wife, every weekend, usually Saturday night, Sunday sometime, we make a list of every meal that we're going to have throughout the week and for dinner. For lunch, we make sure we have breakfast stuff. We make that list, and then when we go to the grocery store, we get everything that's on that list, and then don't really stray from it very much. And so the only thing extra we pick up are whatever fruits we can get our hands on, any vegetables we have. We can get like cottage cheese. We can get like stuff that's healthy for us. So we're setting ourselves up for success there. I think for me personally, the biggest thing that is a challenge is when it's 4:00 and I'm hungry and I don't know what's for dinner. It's easy to grab a snack. But if it's 4:00 and you're starting to get hungry, but you know that it's Tuesday and you're going to have tacos, then you're less likely to reach for something because you know you're going to be eating in an hour, whatever that may be. It's also a lot easier not to, it's late and you don't want to make dinner. You don't know what you're making for dinner. And so it's easy to call out to get takeout or get delivery or whatever that is, which may not be the healthiest option. But then don't eliminate that completely either. If you guys want to, while you're planning, say Friday night, we're going to get takeout, then all week you have Friday to look forward to. So you know that you don't have to cook at dinner or at home every night. So just some things I keep in my fridge at home and kind of pantry. Like I said, a lot of fruits and vegetables. So strawberries and blueberries and grapes and apples and oranges. Those are going to be awesome, to eat throughout the day. And you can really eat as much as you want because it's not going to be as many calories as some of the other options.
So what I hear again is planning,
Absolutely.
right? Having a plan and not just going about your day haphazardly and hoping you find something to eat when it comes time for supper, right? For dinner.
Yep.
Fantastic. In any other tips on the eating side? Anything else on the eating
So,
side?
I mean, I can't speak personally since I don't have kids, but my nieces and nephews, I know my sister's been talking how much they're raiding her pantry right now. I don't know if you're experiencing the same
With
thing.
3 teen boys, it is unbelievable the food that we are going through around
I
here
can
right now.
imagine.
Yes. And I've seen a lot of comments from parents with that same sentiment. So I
Yeah,
think we're all realizing how much they eat.
I
I used
know,
to laugh
definitely.
thinking about how much they ate at school, and now I realize no wonder they were eating double meals at school, right? So
Exactly. So I think kind of the one thing that you can do just to maybe help take some stress off of yourself. I'm sure all the parents out there are getting the questions. I don't know how many times a day. What do we have to eat? There's nothing in here. I can't find anything I want.
right.
So one thing I would recommend is just like daily set aside like the snacks that they can have for that day, and then put them in a basket or put them in a specific place in the fridge or wherever you keep them, and that way they know exactly what they can eat for that day. They don't have to ask you 1,000 times what you have. It's just like, this is what they have for that day. And then once it's gone, you're not going to continue eating because everything else should be from their meals. So that's just one way that may make your lives a little bit easier. But again, not speaking from parenting experience here, just an outsider who has an idea that hopefully works.
You hit it right on the head because our boys would always be hungry for something and looking for a snack. And so we actually put a fruit bowl out on the kitchen counter. And so now there's apples, oranges, bananas. And so when they're hungry, they'll just go and peel an orange. And we seem to be going through oranges like crazy right now. So yeah, but that seems to be the go-to snack right now. If they're hungry, then that's something quick and easy that they see right there in front of them. So yeah, great ideas. Well, anything else that you want to leave with us before you go, or anything else?
Yeah, definitely. So the last thing that we're going to leave with you guys is a little bit of a challenge. We'll post all of the specifics out on our Facebook page, so stay tuned for that. But just as part of Three Kings Athletics, we want to get people moving as much as we can. So we're going to be posting a workout challenge for everybody later today. We're going to be accepting like just photos or quick snippets of you and your family doing that workout. And then we'll pick one person to get a free 2-week membership to Three Kings Athletics once we reopen our doors at the end of all this.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, we're excited about that. And thank you so much for sharing. Thanks so much for sharing with us today, Cole. We really appreciate you sharing your knowledge and expertise in this area. And we hope it will just get people moving and obviously that movement and exercise helps put people in better mental state of mind. And I think that's really one of the greatest challenges right now is, everybody being at home and being so stationary inside. So hopefully we can get everybody a little more active in movement, whether it be inside, outside, or whatever that looks like. So thanks so much for sharing with us. And as always, make each moment count. Any last words?
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks so much, Cole. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.